guys, I know it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute actually. You guys really requested this look that I posted on Instagram, so I went ahead and filmed it for you guys. I will give you guys a rundown of where I've been at, but I'll leave that for a separate video. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just carving out my brow using the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer per usual. This is the shade light medium, and I'm going to bring the rest of it down onto the lid. Personally, I think this is just the perfect fall look. It's super easy to achieve, mira bien facilito. All you need is technically one palette. I'm using the Morphe 35B. I did also add on one MAC shadow, but that's optional. So going in with this yellow shade in my MAC 224 brush, I'm just going to blend this into the crease to start to add warmth to this look. Now you're going to notice that I do pull the shadow kind of outwards. Now the reason I do that is because I'm going for more of a blown out look. Since I'm not going for eyeliner, I feel like this would complement my eyes a bit more. Now going in with the orange shade from the same palette and a much smaller brush, I'm going to go ahead and start packing the color right below the yellow. Keep in mind that every color should be layered beneath itself, if that makes sense. Let's take a quick moment because we weren't fucking around today. Today, I busted out the new hair. You guys noticed the curls. We have something different going on. It's actually a wig. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to make a video on it and give you full details. I honestly felt chingona as fuck wearing this unit. It's just so pretty, 24 inches long, and I was obsessed. Before going in with the red eyeshadow, I'm going to take this red lip color from the Anastasia Artist Pro palette. I'm going to take that on a flat brush and start blending this from my lash line and building whatever's left off upwards. Now the reason I'm using a lip color, have you guys ever noticed when you try to go in with a red eyeshadow, it ends up looking pink once you blend it out? This is going to help so that you don't have that problem. With the red from the Morphe 35B, I'm just going to set the entire lip color. If you're digging the cherry red look as is, leave it and just stop here. I wanted to do a little bit more, so I'm taking my MAC shadow. Mine is very busted, está bien fregado, but the shade is called I'm Into It. I'm just going to take that with my MAC 217 and start building that from my lash line up. Back in with the same orange shade, I'm just going to diffuse the edges and make sure that that red blends in with the orange and the yellow very nicely. The lashes I'm using are these from Iris Beauty, and they're in the style Bretman Rock. They're the ones in collaboration with him. And I'm just going to pop these on using my Huda Beauty eyelash adhesive. For those wondering, I did already have my foundation on prior to filming, and I'm just going to go in with concealer. This one is from Becca. It's their Aqua Luminous concealer. I'm in the shade beige, and this has been my favorite concealer of life at the moment because it's really hydrating, it's not cakey, and it just looks very natural on the skin. I'm going to blend that in with my AOA angled brush. These brushes are like $3 on missa.com, and I'll link that below as well. A lot of you guys ask about these brushes. So I'm just going to set my entire face, mainly the high points first, using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. I'm in the shade medium. You'll notice that a lot of the complexion products I'm using are newer. This is the Smashbox contour palette. When I first got this, I didn't think it'd work out for me because it looks a little bit light, but the medium cool tone shade in here is perfect for contouring. So I'm just going to take that and apply it to my hollows of my cheeks and the perimeters of my face to give a more chiseled look. As I was getting into the hollows, I decided to try to contour like my hairline, but with this band on, it just wasn't happening. So I went in to try to move it, you know, whatever. Y no la chingues. I didn't realize I had concealer on my hand. Y valió madre. Look at that. There's always some shit happening with my hair. You guys already know that. Pero pa pendeja no se estudia. Mira, regardless, we're going to keep it moving. I'm taking this MAC MSF in the shade dark, and I'm going to pop that on as my bronzing shade. I love the warmth this gives to the cheeks. Since I use a more cool tone to contour, this just complements and ties everything together perfectly. I'm going to jump back to the eyes. I'm just taking the same exact shadows I used up top, so the yellow on a big fluffy brush. Going pretty low because again I want a blown out effect. Then I'm taking the medium brush with the orange and I'm going to pop this on right under the lashes below the yellow so that they don't mix too much. Then with an even smaller brush, I'm going to take the red shadow and put that right underneath the lashes. Pop on some eyeliner. I went with black because again, I want that sultry look. If you thought we're done here, you're wrong. You need to go ahead and soften the black and blend that into the rest of the shadows. So in order to do that, you need to grab the orange again, soften the black, and then grab the yellow once more and re-intensify to make sure everything is still blended out. I'm going to take my Eyeshadow mascara and just coat my bottom lashes really quickly. This here is another underrated product. It's the Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in the color Sunset. I'm going in with the base first, so it's kind of like a creamy product. Over top of that, I'm going to go in with the pigment. It is really pretty, super metallic-y, and I absolutely love all of the shades they come out with. For my lip color, I'm feeling something like warm tone, cappuccino-ish. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm taking my MAC Cork lip liner, outlining and filling in slightly. Over top of that, I'm going to go ahead and add a gloss. Now, if you guys haven't heard me talk about this is my favorite gloss I cannot live without. It is Pop Beauty Bare Nectar Lip Gloss. Then to pretty much finalize everything, I'm just going to highlight using Dose of Colors Milk and Honey highlighter. It's beautiful, really nice, light champagne color. And this is pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and I'll see you beauties in my next one.